Hi, so here's a video about what to do each week. And I'm just doing this fresh for the spring 2023 semester. I'm sorry that I'm on a desktop without a webcam, so you aren't seeing my lovely face, but here's the voice. There's a recent school picture of me. So anyway, so I mean, here's a student, and I logged on to, I'm in Canvas, I'm logged on. Where do you want to start? Well, you can certainly do these to-do lists, but you just look at this to-do list uh, you're going to miss some stuff. So here's what I recommend you do. You can click on modules, or modules. And honestly, I just click on that menu, but how you get there is up to you. And this course resources module will always be here throughout the whole semester. What I have in here is a link to my online office hours, and I've got other videos elsewhere. If you want live Zoom help with me, please use me. It's there. Most afternoons during the school week, during the week, weekdays. Then Saturdays, I've got quite a bit of time, and then Sundays I take off. It's my day off, so I'm sorry. That's when you can do your work, but um, yeah, that's the way it is. I've got some the homepage here. This is the CCV support guide. You can go look in there with check out what they have there. Online statistical tools. I've got links to applets and calculators and things that you can use as we get into this course. For now, I won't bother with that. The Dr. Stevens video lectures I'll come to back to in a minute. And there's just some tables from the back of the book. I don't believe the e-book that's available in WebAssign has those, so I gave them to you here separately. And there's some your turn sections. Those are those solutions, and the written details. I'll be show you more about that. And then here's the answers to starred exercises in the textbook. Okay. And then, of course, you have this week zero one that you have to check out. The one thing you could ignore it all, as long as you do that first day quiz. That first day quiz is to get you looking at if you want to drop this course, what are some deadlines to meet so that you either get the money back or so that you just get a withdraw and not a WF, or just get an F because you stop participating. Okay, make sure you check that out. You got to take it, and you can take as many times as you want. And if you don't get 100, that's okay. I just want you to see that information. Okay. A water cooler uh, discussion forum. You can certainly post there, but I might not see it. You're better off asking, emailing me, or posting it in week one. Okay, now, as you see, I said you got that announcement that said week one's open, but it looks like it's locked up. So what I have to do as a student is I have to go take this quiz. And as soon as I submit this quiz, um, week one will open up. Whether you get 100 on it or not, it'll open up for you. Okay, but you want to make sure that you answer these questions, and then it'll open up. Let me stop. Um, One thing that you want to do, here's the information that they'll answer most of these questions on it. Okay, so that if you click on that, you'll get. If you don't know what these answers are, that's where you can get it. Okay, let me stop this video and so I can get into week one. So here I am. I took that quiz, and I'm in now. Week one's open. And each week I do this. I have this week one overview. You should read this. Tells you whether you're having a quiz, the quiz here in Canvas, is the quiz out at WebAssign, wherever, and then what chapters are going to cover. And then I tell you what you might want to drop. I mean, not worry about like this week. This week, yeah, the Simpsons paradox. We aren't going to do anything with Simpsons paradox. Don't worry about it at all. Okay. I'm not going to test you on it. And then I have another link to Dr. Stevens' videos. And then here's what you can do for ungraded practice to see if you got it. And by completing these ungraded problems, you have access to the answers, and it'll help you speed along your online homework exercises faster. It will take you won't have to look at the exercise, look through the book, go look on the internet, which is not the best way to do it. And then that's my recommendation. Doing these ungraded starred exercises is the best thing you can do to make your time complete this course shorter, complete the work shorter. Okay, and then uh, in order to help you, Dr. Stevens has all these videos, and I went to open up his website just so it doesn't make my weak internet connection stutter. And he has his videos right here, and he does a walkthrough of each section. He even does a walkthrough of the summary worksheet. So that's like some practice problems at the end. And he walks you right through it, as I said. And what you can do is if you either buy a paper copy of the textbook, or if you buy a PDF copy of the textbook and print it, um, he walks you right through all of these exercises, talks about them just like a lecture, and it's right. And you can the nice style thing about this workbook, it's kind of styled like you can write in it if you buy the paper copy, or as I said some elsewhere, like I think in the book section, if you go buy the PDF here. Let's go back to his home, and he's got it listed right here, I think. Yeah, if not $10 to go buy that PDF and download it. If you get a cheap way to print it. I mean, if you're trying to print it at Staples, it might be cheaper to buy the paper copy. Okay, notice that's $29.95 here. And of course, I've talked elsewhere about the cheapest way to do this. You can certainly go buy it out at eCampus, but you'll pay the premium price. But if you've got a voucher, that's your only choice. If you're going to go through eCampus, I recommend that you do that now so that you have access to it before the end of week, before the end of second week, because that's when you lose access, and we'll talk about that also in a second. So once you get through that practice, you're going to go out to WebAssign, and hopefully you've set up an account already, and you're in there, and there's a homework set each week. Weeks we have an exam, we won't have any homework. I think this course is nice that I don't have to make you do an exam and learn new material. In the summer, it's a little tighter because we got to do some of that, but and then do the whole online exercises. So, well, let's go out there and do that. Since I did log on to WebAssign, so I just went to, and you can see I went to webassign.net, and I'm in here as a student, and here's the course. Notice it said access ends on 2/4. Well, that's because they give you 2 weeks of free access before you got to either pony up the money or enter an access code that you got from eCampus. Okay, if you miss that deadline, then you're going to be locked out until you can pay for it. And they're really good. Like if you have already ordered this from eCampus and eCampus is slow about getting it to you, sometimes you can talk to Cengage and they'll work. You might have to put it on a card, but then they'll reimburse you once you get your access code, or you could buy it through them, save some money, and go cancel the eCampus one if they haven't shipped it. So I say this. TCV always wants me to say, if you buy directly from WebAssign, they can't help you navigate any snafus. I haven't ever heard of a snafu from WebAssign other than somebody went and bought like $140 subscription that let them have access for like forever and all these books. You don't want to do this. You want to do this one. Let's let this load. I know I've done this before, but I just want to reiterate how much cheaper it is to buy this through Cengage, and it's immediate. If you pay for this through them, see, it's $46 and $47, and I think eCampus charges 66. So you're saving yourself, a third of the price, really, to eCampus, and then you get immediate access. You just need, I think they do PayPal, they do a credit card, probably do a debit card. I don't know. You know how to use a debit card, right? You want to be very careful with that, because if somebody hacks it, they just tie up your money until they get it all sorted out. Whereas if you use a credit card, it's the bank's money they're tied up, not yours, right? Until they get it settled out, figure it out. So anyway, that's what it is. And what you're going to see is, let me come back to courses. Didn't know this was going to be a personal finance course, did you? Um, let's see. You can see how slow my internet is. It's pretty bad. So here's the homework set, and what you're going to see is some multiple choice. There's some you got to type in some numbers. With WebAssign, if you're getting it wrong, you can certainly for homework, post in the forum, say, hey, I'm having a hard time with this problem. This is what I've tried. That's important, showing us what you've tried, and we'll help you out. Either I will or somebody else will. I usually check in at least at least once a day, often twice a day. Depends on what my Oxbow week's doing. And then that's done. And then next week, the new week will open up on Saturday the 21st, and you'll see the quiz. I'm pretty sure the quiz is here in WebAssign for week 2, and you'll see problem set 2. Okay, which will basically cover chapter 2. All right, so that's something you're going to do. And then what happens is I'll have to manually bring your grade from WebAssign into Canvas. I usually do that Tuesday morning. You can email me. That they have an option where you can ask the instructor a question, and you certainly can here. If it's about homework, though, you're missing out on a chance to make a homework a discussion forum post, and nobody else gets to benefit from your question. So, you can do screen captures and upload it. If it's an exam or a quiz, you want to email me, okay? Don't post those in the forum. I'll delete it and I'll give you a frowny face. But okay, so that's the graded practice. Then the last thing you got to do for the week is make a discussion forum post, one by Saturday night. I'm trying to encourage you to not wait until Sunday, Monday to get started. So that's why I encourage you to start this first week before the course even starts. That way you can get your both posts done, be just about done with the first week and ready to roll when week 2 opens up, and you're working ahead of the game instead of playing catch up. You'll thank yourself if you do this. Yeah, and so for the discussion forums post, I encourage you to post the work to hey, let me pull up the book. Here's the problem set. Anything that's not starred is fair game in the discussion forums. Like even, let's see how question number 3, A is starred. That means you get the answers, access to the answers. You could go ahead and earn attendance credits for B and C if you wanted to post to that. Please don't post more than one, okay? Because there's a limited number of questions, and if you're posting 5 questions or 5 exercise work problems that you did in the discussion forum, that's taken away from everybody else. Do one, keep it simple. You want a teaspoonful of your work, not a fire hose, right? And yeah, so anything that's starred, you get the answers to. And I say I'm not going to give you credit for it. I will. I don't ever say no, but you've already got the answers, and what's the point? Challenge yourself. Get yourself ready for an exam by seeing if you understand the material. You're going to get the credits or get the points whether it's right or wrong. So challenge it. To post hard stuff. Challenge. Like I said, challenge yourself. So you see, there's not all that many questions here. So if you have to go to, if you're all out, you don't have any questions, nobody can help anybody, and all these questions are chosen, or you don't want to do one of these, show your work for one of the WebAssign questions or thinking. Sometimes it's just explain your thinking, not just your work. Okay, so you're going to do one of those on. You're going to do one of those here. Let me come back to mod 1 so you can see that. Week 1 module. You can collapse these, right? If they get too many of them. Just click. And then, so yeah, here's discussion forum 1. Notice that's due Saturday the 28th. And then the last one's due by Monday the 30th. Now, if you want to do both of these before Saturday, if you want to do both of these on Saturday night, fine. If you miss the deadline, I gotta give you a 0 for that, because once you miss a deadline, the room, nobody's gonna go look, and if you're talking in an empty room. If you get sick and you can't participate, let me know and I'll exempt it. Okay, but that's gonna put some pressure on you to get it done. Now, one thing I'll say, and you're gonna see this in week 2, completing online homework can be a pain in the butt. WebAssign's not too bad, as some sites, but it can be a pain. So if you want to opt out of completing the problem sets, let me know. I mean, you'll have paid for the access. So, because you need to be able to take the quizzes. So you're going to be here anyways. I would say do the work. Okay. Do the work and get those points. That way it puts less pressure on your discussion forum posts and your quizzes and exams. And plus it'll give you some self-check so you know whether you're doing it right or not. Okay, so I guess that's it. And we'll have next week 2 will open up. We'll have a quiz. We'll have a quiz for week 2, and then I'll have a repeat performance of right here. There was another online homework portal that maybe I've written about somewhere and I just missed the change. It's not Canvas isn't talking well with it now, so I took it away. Honestly, while it's been beneficial for some students, the last couple semesters, nobody's ever been consistent about doing them. So I don't think that's going to be a big loss. I mean, if you really want that extra practice, send me an email or ask me in the discussion forum, and I can get you set up to go do it outside of Canvas. You'll have to be another login. And that'll be totally optional. It can count for your grade if you do it, but it'll be totally optional. Okay, so I guess that's it. Probably a long enough video. Let me know if you need help. And again, I'm here to help. Take a look at if you want some live help. I mean, CCV has here tutoring.com. Where is it? Yeah, right here. They have people that'll help you. People say good things about them. It's not me, so I'm a little what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little biased that I think I'm a better help source, but you can certainly use them. You sometimes having a second person explain things helps. Here's I mean, I've got this zoomed elsewhere or linked elsewhere, but since I'm here and I'm trying to promote it, yeah, so there's that. You click on live math help and you can see what's available. Now, today because you gotta plan ahead by 12 hours and I don't have anything available after, you know, after 10 p.m. tonight. So that's why there's nothing showing up today. But on Monday, I get these 2 morning hours. If you're a morning person, I can help you before school. And then starting at 3. Actually, on Mondays I have a faculty meeting. I might have to remove that 3 o'clock meeting on Monday. But then there's all these times in which you do is you just click on it and put your first name. It's important. I think it's important to add your email. Um, and if you can tell me what you need some help with, that'd be great. That would maybe I can get ready for it if I see it and have time and then book it. You'll get an email. I'll get an email, and we can connect. Okay, it'll be Zoom. If you're booking me in the morning, I might be here at home, but usually I'm at school by 6. In the afternoon, I'm usually at school till 5, and then if I'm there, I got great fast internet, and I'll use video. Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to, but here at home, I'm stuck. I'm stuck using um, just voice like this. Okay, so I guess this is a long enough video. Let me stop it and I'll get it uploaded and let me know what you need.